It's the holiday season already. I'm joking. But it kind of is, because this week, we as good and faithful Catholics celebrate a series of holidays this week, almost like a little pseudo-true one. And what do we have? On Tuesday, of course, we have Halloween, which, believe it or not, is our holiday. And then on Wednesday, November 1st, we have All Saints' Day. And then the following day on Thursday, we have All Souls' Day. And these three holidays that we have all have to do with us as a church. If you will recall, in the Apostles' Creed, at the very end, we say, I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, and the communion of saints. Interesting. Church to communion of saints. And what we think of most often when we think of saints, we think of St. Mark or St. Joseph or St. Teresa. We think of men and women who, by their virtue and their holiness and their grace, the church has seen that certain signs and wonders have been accounted for through their intercession. And therefore the church reasons that, well, they must be in heaven with God, and we call them saints. And so we celebrate that on November 1st. But it's not just the communion of saints, it's not just those saints, but it has to do with three separate states of the church, which we are part of. And those saints that are in heaven, that we recognize on Wednesday, that is called the church triumphant. As St. Paul has said, I have won the race, and they have won. They are with God in heaven. They are triumphant, the church triumphant. Right? The following day is All Souls' Day. Right? That is called the church penitent. All Souls' Day. The church penitent. In really old school, they used to call it the church suffering. So what happens is, those are people that are on their way to God, but haven't quite made it yet. Why? Why is that? Well, because as we read in the first letter of John, chapter 3, it says, for the day will come where we will see him, and we will see him as he is. And how is God? God's perfect. Now, I don't know about you. I'm sure there's a lot of perfect people in this room. But I'm probably going to need a little more after I don't get up for breakfast one morning. All right? And we as Catholics believe in that. And scripturally, from 2nd Maccabees, we live in a place called purgatory. Now, there's no turning around once you get to purgatory. You're on your way to heaven. Okay? It's not an up or down vote once you get up there. Okay? I want us all to remember that. All right? But it's the church penitent. All right? So we purify ourselves even more so that we can become perfect like God and experience that vision. So we remember that on All Souls' Day. So then there's us. And we get to celebrate Halloween on Tuesday, right? We are the church militants because we are here fighting the good fights, all right? Seeking that life of virtue, seeking that life of grace, and fighting the inclinations and the temptations of the evil one, right? So on All Hallows Eve, we celebrate. It's All Hallows Day. Hallowed be thy name. Hallow is holy. So All Saints' Day, All Saints' Eve is Halloween. Now, our secular world has seemed to grab our holidays, and Halloween is certainly not one of them. It's much more gory and scary than it ever used to be, right? But what do? We dress up as skeletons and bats and witches and this, that, and all these type of things. And why? Why? Because as Catholics, through the power of the cross and through the sanctifying grace of the sacraments, we laugh at death. Death has no power over us. The Lord said, be not afraid, and we are not afraid. So on Halloween, we dress up and we be goofy because we laugh at death, because Christ has triumphed over death, and we truly believe it. So, happy Halloween.